Sorry, we had to take a little break for a second. We're back. Anyway, Apple Maps. They, some people were in a national park. They needed to go to a city, and so they punched into Apple Maps the city, and it took them 43 miles away from that city, where there's no water supply and temperatures regularly reach like 115 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
Some of the people were stranded there for 24 hours without proper food or water.
Mm-hmm.
And they ended up calling the police and everything. And it says local police in a statement say that they're extremely concerned about the off-base directions and are urging drivers to disregard Apple's services in the region. So a bunch of people out in the desert, out in the bush, I guess you'd call it, out in the outback of Australia. They punch in, hey, we need to go to the city to go get supplies. It takes them 43 miles away from that city, and they don't know how to get to the city. So they end up having to call for help and come out and get them. They're stranded there for 24 hours in up to 115 degrees Fahrenheit weather. Yikes.
Yeah, that's not very cool.
So first of all, Apple gets bad press about it. Next thing you know, Tim Cook is issuing an apology, an actual letter, which we read on the program a while back. And now this is happening. The Maps thing, I don't know. I haven't had any real problems with it until my last trip. I was down in Alabama last week. I had to get to the Birmingham, Alabama airport. So I get on my little Siri and I say, Siri, show me directions to the Birmingham, Alabama airport. It says, okay. And then it sets me up and I start driving. So it was about a 3-hour drive. So by the time I'm getting there, I'm getting pretty close to being, late for my flight because I was pushing it a little bit close. I drive in and it gets me off on a weird exit. I'm like, okay, I'll trust it. It seems like it knows where it's going. And I started going back this little road that didn't look like any major road. And this is going to Birmingham International Airport. A decent sized city, decent sized airport, an international airport. And I'm on this little back road. I'm like, something's wrong. So I click it again. Hey Siri, I need to go to Birmingham International Airport. It gives me the same directions. Next thing I know, I see runways to my right, but I'm still on this little 2-lane road, and I'm flying. I'm getting there because I'm really worried about being late now. It comes up and it says, okay, you're going the right direction. Keep going this way. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's a back way to get there. Maybe it's a little bit, or maybe it's avoiding traffic or something like that. I get going and I'm seeing towers and I'm seeing runways to my right. I'm seeing like UPS jets and FedEx jets, and then I'm seeing military airplanes. And I'm like, something's not right. And everything's fenced off, of course, with big barbed wire and everything. And then I'm cruising along, and all of a sudden it says, make a right on such and such street. And I look at it, and it says your destination is, a quarter mile on your right. The road it wants me to turn on has huge gates on it and big barbed wire fence. And a quarter mile from my position is right smack dab in the middle of the runway of Birmingham International Airport. It's not taking me to where I park at Birmingham. It's not even taking me to the terminal. It's taking me to the middle of the airport, the dead center of the runway.
Well, that's where you want to go, right?
No, because the roads don't take me to that point. So then I'm like, okay, what do I do? So I get back on the thing. Siri, take me to National Rent-A-Car at Birmingham, or closest National Rent-A-Car. And then it walked me out and took me around and took me to the parking garage. But when I pushed Birmingham International Airport, it took me dead center to the middle of the runway in Birmingham International Airport, which, first of all, you can't get to because of security issues. And second of all, it took me around the backside of the airport where I didn't even need to go.
You got to be more specific.
Siri
can't read your mind.
Come on.
Yeah.
Whoever did that, that's stupid.
Yeah, that's a little silly.
So now I do have an actual example of why I hate Apple Maps. It didn't work. Luckily, it wasn't 43 miles away from a city where I needed water and food and dropped me in the middle of a desert with 115 degree temperatures.
Yeah.
Luckily, that's not a thing. But it still pissed me off because I was afraid I was going to miss my flight. I made my flight, by the way.
Good.
Have you had any issues with
I have
Maps?
had a little bit of issues with it. There was one place I was trying to go to, and so, here's the address. Okay, you can't find that address. So I had to look it up, opened up a web app, went to Google Maps website and then found the address there. I was like, okay, it's around this area. Then I went back to my Apple Maps, moved around, found that area. Yep, drop a pin here, take me to this pin. Let's see, there's that. And then, of course, Siri not working all the time. Siri, hey, wake up. Come on, tell me things. I've got questions. I need answers.
The one thing that worked okay was the Siri for me.
Yeah.
The thing that didn't work for me was the stupid, the maps.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I really don't have a problem. I don't know. I should have just switched over and went to my Waze program and done it. But you know what? I was driving and I didn't want to type in the address for Birmingham International Airport.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to say it. So
yeah.
I wanted to use my Siri, but I want my Siri to work with my Waze application and not with Apple Maps.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I guess I want what I can't quite get right now.
Yep.
So,
Afraid so.
Did have an issue with it, but I think we're good. All right.
You're good now?
No.
Okay.
Still upset about it.
Okay, good.
All right. Well, let's take another break here.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
I spend all my money.
They can still see you, Ben. Yeah, your elbow's still in the camera shot. All right, we're back.
Dude, I just can't get away.
We're back. Hey, we're part of the Horribly Underprepared podcast network. We've got a bunch of podcasts on the network.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite? Besides Top 3 Tech, of course.
Yeah, of course, Top 3 Tech is number one. I think probably it would have to be the flagship, Horribly Underprepared.
They're pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
They're a lot of fun.
Yep.
I noticed Kaze's trying really hard not to dislike things all the time. So he's actually putting some effort into talking about things that he likes.
I hadn't noticed that, but I believe it.
It's not as good. It's better if he talks about everything he hates.
I was talking to him recently with Andy, and we're like, yeah, do we have a list of things that Kaze hates? And he was like, I like things. I really do.
It's a lot of fun. It's funner when he dislikes things, though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're good. You should listen to them. They're a lot of fun, actually. So check out Horribly Underprepared. You can find them at horriblyunderprepared.com.
Yes.
On Tumblr. They're also on...
.com.
They're also... what else? iTunes.
Yep.
Look them up on iTunes and like them on iTunes. Or not like them, 5-star them.
Yep.
You don't like anything.
Or no star them.
Or yeah, whatever. And write a comment. That's always nice to get comments. We've been getting a few comments, and it's kind of cool to check that out every once in a while. So, horriblyunderprepared.com or horribly underprepared on iTunes. Give them a listen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're back for real now. It's actually a new Bruno Mars.
Oh, nice.
Quite possibly the best band out there.
Bruno Mars is?
Their band is just so tight.
They're tight?
Yeah, one of the best bands. They play together really well.
Oh, okay.
Hey, there's another one for you to make fun of me on. Everybody out there.
Yeah, they're tight.
They're tight.
They're so
good.
tight.
They're a great band.
Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars. He's got a good voice, but his band is just amazing. Anyway, check him out. That's a new album by Bruno Mars. It's an EP, I think.
Okay.
Now there's 10 songs, so I guess it's an LP.
All right.
Anyway, check it out. So.
No thanks.
No thanks. Nah. Let's go to Ben's favorite.
Yeah, let's do that. Hardware.
Why do we both do that?
I don't know. It's kind of disturbing.
It is. Anyway. Start with your first one, I guess. Number 3. You're going to really like this. We're talking again. The A word, your favorite.
Yeah.
Of course, this is rumors. We need to have like a cut for rumors and just have something come in like rumors, Mac rumors, or something stupid like that.
Yeah, that's
because
a
we
good
talk
idea.
about rumors a lot.
Yeah.
This is a rumor, everybody. This is not fact. This is a rumor.
Heard it here first. Scoop.
Comes from an interesting source, though. I don't think we've ever quoted the Financial Review before, have we?
I don't think so.
Don't think we've ever dealt with the financial review before. So this is an interesting rumor, and the way it came about was really interesting. It comes from a guy named Peter Missick. He's an investment banker. He's from an investment banker firm called Jeffries, which is a pretty big one. And he says that Apple's going to break from tradition, their annual release cycle, and they're going to launch a new device labeled the iPhone 5S next June. So they're gonna put out an Apple 5S next June. And then he sent a note to his clients that said it would come in a range of 6 to 8 colors, rather than just black and white. And it includes a new higher definition screen and camera, and it'll have 128 gig storage, and it'll incorporate any NFC, so near field communications chip. Those are some pretty big and bold statements.
Yeah. One thing, the higher resolution screen, that kind of throws me off because
it's already a Retina.
Yeah. Well, it's like it's a lower pixel density than the iPhone 4S. Well, no, I'm pretty sure, but that's because the screen's stretched out.
Right.
So it's not far from that.
Yeah, it looks great. The screen is absolutely amazing on it. But yeah, that's the one thing that did throw me off a little bit too, saying a higher definition screen. Really, can they get much higher? I mean, really? I don't know. I guess we said that 5 years ago too, and it's a ton different now, a ton better.
Yeah.
Of course, Apple people are freaking out saying, yeah, that's not going to happen. Why would they release a new model so soon after the last one? But you can you can go to why did they release a fourth generation or a new iPad, the new iPad, so soon after they released the iPad 3, or there's I don't know. A lot of people are freaking out about it. Some people are saying, you know what though, they're still some people are giving credence to the idea that Apple could look to reduce the time that it takes because they're losing shares in the market. So Apple's declining, and some of the Google phones are increasing, some of the Samsung in specific. So maybe they're saying we need to tighten up our releases, to compete with it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Are
you gonna be able to get a green iPhone?
I don't know. That seems weird. I don't know. I don't like this. I want to say that this is bunk.
Yeah.
But
like I say, the main reason I wanted to talk about it, first of all, it's the first iPhone 5S rumor that I've seen, and it's from an interesting source. It's from an investment banking firm, and he actually wrote this in a letter to his clients. That's kind of odd that he would do that.
That is weird. It's
a weird source. It's not some thick framed glass geek sitting in his mom's basement typing on his computer saying, "Oh, I really wish I could get a red iPhone, so I'm going to put a rumor out there."
Yeah.
It's an interesting source.
And especially the high definition, doing a little bit more research on this, I was wrong. It actually has the exact same pixels per inch as the iPhone 4S. Okay. So the pixel density, maybe, we don't need to improve that, but there's different technologies we can do to improve it. That makes sense.
I guess that's possible.
I guess that makes sense.
I can't see it. I don't know. I think I would love to see NFC. I was really hoping NFC happened on the iPhone 5, but that didn't happen. But that's the biggest thing I'd like. I don't care about colors. I don't care about necessarily about 120 gigabytes. I've got a 16 gig phone, and that's plenty for me.
Apple does like colors.
Yeah.
They used to have the rainbow logo.
That's true.
And I wouldn't be. I don't know. Maybe this is not bunk. I don't know. It seems weird.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, the main reason I wanted to bring it up is because it's really the first rumor that we've seen, and I know we like to talk about iPhones. We get accused multiple times of being kind of geeks anyway, as far as that goes. Or fanboys.
Might as well embrace it.
Yeah.
Run with it.
Might as well.
Okay.
Now, this next one's an old story, but it's something that I've recently been introduced to. I've heard about it, but I think I'm actually going to maybe getting one of these for Christmas.
You haven't seen these before?
I have not.
Oh, I saw these a little while ago.
They're cool.
I don't know. I don't remember where I saw it, but yeah, it's awesome.
Tell us about it.
So
Ben.
cool. So, you're out camping.
Wait, tell it what it's called first. People can look it up if they want.
It's called the BioLite Camp Stove.
Yeah.
So you're out camping, and oh man, you're out for a couple days, and you got your phone on all the time. It's dying. It needs juice. So how are you going to charge that? Solar?
You
You could.
Takes
Gotta
forever,
sit
and
out
it's
in
not
the
very
sun or
reliable.
whatever. What about with fire?
Yes.
Yes, that sounds awesome. And then it's been a while since I've looked at this. Does it also have you put a pan on there and cook with it too?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a
Yes.
cook stove.
So good.
And a couple things I really like about it. First of all, it uses a little thermal generator, so the heat from the fire actually is turned into power and is fed through a USB port. That's like, I think 5 volts, 2 amps, something like that. So it's
Okay.
enough to charge an iPhone without any problem, or most phones. Even you could even charge an iPad on it. Take a little bit longer, but you could charge an iPad on it.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, it's got a little thermal generator. It's a camp stove, so you literally can put I forgot the boiling times on it. Dang it. But with very little fuel in it, it can. Oh, there's boil times. About 4.5 minutes to boil 1 liter of water. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's almost as good as some of the best camp stoves out there. That's cranking pretty good. The thing that's really cool about it is you don't need much fuel at all. They say basically you can use pine cones, wood pellets, twigs. It just needs a little bit of fuel.
Mm-hmm.
So you get some heat going. The heat's generated. It's turned into electricity, and there's a little electric fan in there that it senses the air to fuel ratio,
Mm-hmm.
and then it kicks in when it needs to boost the fuel. So you get a good solid constant temperature on the stove, even, which you don't get very often with gas or with cook stoves, camp stoves.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. It's pretty smart. And it says you just need a few little twigs to get it in there, and you can boil water in 4.5 minutes with very little fuel because of this fan that works with it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. I'm actually pretty excited. I'm probably going to be getting this for Christmas.
Yeah, this would be
the
a
one
great,
problem,
great little Christmas gift.
it's a little bit heavy, but
Uh-huh.
for like a backpacking trip, it's heavier than like your little pocket rocket type, stoves to cook with. But I think it's pretty cool. I mean, not only for camping and stuff, but think about for zombie apocalypse.
Oh yeah,
Huh?
zombie apocalypse.
Zombie apocalypse. Throw a couple pine cones in there, fire that thing up, and charge your phone.
Or if you're like me and you don't like to
Or
leave
your
your front
flashlight.
room, you just put this in your front room, go out, get some sticks, and then you can cook your macaroni and cheese right there in your living room.
It's funny you say that too, because it talks about how it uses, I can't remember the technology it says, it's very economical because it uses, and not much smoke. There's very little smoke that happens from this thing. I can't remember why it said it. Anyway, yeah, it's got a way of reducing smoke. I think it's because the fuel to air mixture is so good that it burns actually very efficiently. So you
Mhm.
don't have a lot of residue or smoke, which is cool. But anyway, it's called BioLite. It's $129. It's not a bad price on it. I think I've seen it even for $99, like on Amazon and stuff. So check it out. It seems like it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
When I get mine, I will let everybody know how it works.
yeah,
But
definitely.
as far as it looks, the other thing too is it might be a little bit heavier, but you know what? You're not carrying fuel. You're not carrying white gas or whatever with you when you're backpacking, so it might be a little bit heavier, but you're also not carrying fuel. So it's about the size of a water bottle. From the looks of it, you can put it in your water bottle holder on your backpack, stuff like that. So check it out. Looks like a lot of fun.
My camp stove is it's tiny.
Yeah.
It's like that, and it's just you pull out the little legs,
Yeah.
and then I put sticks on it.
Sticks?
Yeah.
So it's not a fuel one?
No, it's not at all. So this is
How long?
bigger.
Yeah, but how long would that take to boil water and
Well,
stuff?
just like I just have a little small mess kit,
Yeah.
and so fill that full of water, and it doesn't take long to boil. And I was just cooking ramen in it, and it's enough. It's good for one person. Any more than that, and it's no good.
But it doesn't charge your phone
It
or your
does
flashlight.
it does not do either of those things. So it's garbage. It's going in the trash.
But I
Gotta
don't
get
know.
me one of these.
I'm kind of excited for it. I think it'd be cool. It's been around for a while. I think it came out last summer, but I'm just figuring that out right now. It's pretty cool. So let's go to number 1, and we're already at an hour 8. So I'll try to
Okay.
do this one real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to read this one right from NORAD because this is kind of sketchy, kind of worries me. But this is from NORAD. North American Aerospace Defense Command officials acknowledged today that U.S. missile warning systems detected and tracked the launch of a North Korean missile at 7:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This was yesterday, I believe. The missile was tracked on a southerly azimuth. Initial indications are that the first stage fell into the Yellow Sea. The second stage was assessed to fall into the Philippine Sea. And initial indications are that the missile deployed an object that appeared to achieve orbit.
Okay.
Does that concern you at all?
Not really.
Doesn't concern you that the
No.
North Koreans just shot something into space and achieved orbit with it?
Yeah, they're friendly.
Okay, couple questions I have for it.
Okay.
How did North Korea get the technology to be able to build something like this? Long-range missile is really what it is. And what exactly did they drop into orbit up there?
Mm-hmm.
A couple pretty interesting questions that hopefully will be figured out in the next couple days.
Okay.
A little nerve-wracking.
They're probably just doing experiments.
Yeah.
Can we? Looks like we can.
Well, the problem is they can, and they've got nuclear capabilities, and now what? Now that we know that they can do that, and they also have nuclear capabilities, that's sketchy. That's scary. This isn't a political show, so we won't get into the politics of it. I just think it's crazy to know that you have someone that is not necessarily stable, that has nuclear capabilities, and also has now the means to launch them worldwide.
Yeah,
Makes me a little nervous.
you're right. That is pretty scary.
You gotta wonder how...
they're launching this just in time for the end of the world.
Oh, that's...
Perfect.
All right, I was going to say we'll see you next week, but I don't know if next week's going to be here now. Yeah, I don't know. I again, it's a tech story, but it's a political story too. So, check it out. Keep informed, people, and keep aware of what's going on. And maybe we'll follow up on this next time. But right now, I don't have a lot of information. All I know is they put something into orbit, and it's kind of scary. Do you have anything to say about that, Ben?
Nope.
All right.
I don't.
Space program is getting very interesting because of all this. You got. Do you think there's any more chance of someone like North Korea or anybody else getting their hands on space stuff because it's now included, or now it's in the private industry rather than government sponsored? Is the private industry gonna give us any more chance of space terrorists? Hey, we got a title for the show.
Yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense that it could go that direction.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if the not having the security of a nation state
Mm-hmm.
is going to cause issues, or if they're so well regulated that that's not going to be problems.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
can't
know.
say I've really given it any thought at all.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what
But-
to think.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense that it would open itself up to go in that direction.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess we better wrap this thing up. So, thanks for joining us today. Do you have anything you want to plug, Ben?
Let's plug Geekorama.
Okay.
Yeah, Geekorama plugged.
Be interesting to hear what they're going to say about the new Superman trailer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all in because it's a superhero, and superheroes are awesome.
It is
Even
the same.
if they wear underwear outside of their pants.
It is the same guy who did the 300 and The Watchmen. I know they're big on The Watchmen, so maybe they'll really like it. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
Anyway, listen to Geekorama, geekorama.com, or you can find them on horriblyunderprepared.com, or find them on iTunes under Geekorama, Geekarama.
With an A.
Yeah, Geekorama, not Geekorama. Geekorama.
It's very confusing.
Check them out. Good show, and we'll see you next time.
Adios.